Now they have to beat the Krenko. They can't. Jeez, letting a Krenko activate is tilting, isn't it? Just when I thought red decks couldn't get any dumber, they go and do something like this. And totally redeem themselves. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me and CGB, and today a video about goblins in current standard best of one mythic ranked battles. I can't believe I'm saying this. This deck is actually fun, and I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna regret it. I saw this do well in a best of three standard tournament event on Magic Online. I said, okay, we try it. We try it. We try things here. That's what we do. We try all kinds of things. We find all kinds of ways to be disappointed once again in the state of standard Magic the Gathering because we try things. We also find ways to be happy every now and then. And this Goblin deck actually hits in a way I just did not expect. The big thing about this deck that makes me think there's no way this should even be played, let alone be good, is Krenko Mob Boss. Are we doing this in standard? Are we tapping to create X 1/1 red goblin creature tokens where X is the number of goblins I control in standard? Is that what we are doing here? The answer actually might surprise you. It's yes. It's 100% yes. Why? Because we have so many ways to make sure that Krenko is a hasty king that this Gobbo can come down and activate the turn it enters the battlefield, and in some cases activate multiple times with haste. Let's look it over. We've got this new card, Howlsquad Heavy. In fact, we have a lot of new goblins in this deck, which is part of what makes it very fun. Maybe the deck with the most new cards in it is goblins from Aetherdrift. Howlsquad Heavy. This has start your engines, blah, blah, and other goblins have haste. Other goblins have haste, so that includes Krenko. At the beginning of combat on your turn, it makes Goblin must attack. It also has the max speed ability of tapping for a red mana for each goblin you control. And when I look at a 4 mana 3/3 with no enters the battlefield ability in standard, my first thought is I'll never have the mana to cast it while running 22 lands, and I will also never get it to live to activate. Well, Howlsquad Heavy can solve both of those things because we have other max speed cards. So it's possible to have max speed and tap this for the mana we need and then more. But don't worry, I'm going to show you, dude, this deck goes kind of vroom vroom crazy. You're going to see. How about other new cards? We got the Draconautics Engineer, which has 2 exhaust abilities, making dragons and, yes, giving haste to the likes of Krenko. Burnout Bastronaut is the engine starting 1 mana menace that when it has max speed gains double strike. And Grease Wrench Goblin is 1 mana for a 2/1 Goblin Artificer. Its exhaust ability is a little Fable the Mirror Breaker action. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards and put a +1/+1 counter on the creature. What all of this boils into is an Agatha's Soul Cauldron deck, because all of these exhaust abilities, whether they're the Grease Wrench Goblin, the Draconautics Engineer, a Howlsquad Heavy's mana ability, Krenko's ability, or even the Fanatical Firebrand's ability to sacrifice itself to deal damage to something, can all go under Agatha's Soul Cauldron and spread that love out to goblins that are already on the field. You also get some incidental graveyard hate in the deck, which is great against the Reanimator strategies, and we round it out with some ways to go wide and burn. Burst Lightning to Zorch the opponents, and Ruddlevel Horde Master and Seer Seeker Goblin to make sure we have big and wide goblin armies. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it actually does the thing really well. 3 Tree City is another way to make a lot of mana, and the Amonkhet Raceway is a great way to start your engines and give Krenko haste. So if on your bucket list for some godforsaken reason was to watch CGB try to pilot goblins, today is your day. And it's brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code CGB5 at checkout at CoolStuffInc.com when ordering your Aetherdrift cards. They had play boxes and collecty boosty boxes in stock right now as of the day that I checked this. Not sure about the day this is releasing, but you might want to go check it out. And if you're going to make a purchase like that, get yourself a discount and get some new gobos for yourself. Maybe you'll even take it to an F&M. Show people what's up. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of CovertGoBlue, and you can find all of his unique tokens and playmats at CovertGoBlue HQ. Take to the skies with CGB's Shark token and playmat, and his premium Dragon Rider token and playmat, or become the apex predator of your next game night with his Dinosaur Rider playmat and token. CoolStuffInc.com/CGB is your place for all things CovertGoBlue. So check it out if you want to channel your inner one in Best of One. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
On the play, Goblins. Pretty good. Straight to the Firebrand. Too bad the Raceway doesn't make red. Or we'd be on speed 2 already. Soul Cauldron. Start them engines. Better do something. No turn 1 play in Best of 1 standard. Are you crazy? Is it Pixie? It's Pixie. It's always Pixie. The top card is... Whee! Hey, a new goblin. We like that. We are not all the way up to speed yet, but we're getting there. Level 3. Fear of isolation. Shocking. I think we're just gonna fire at will. And the priority check reveals they don't have anything. Ooh, is that Krenko I see? Sure is. We have other plays. We have other plays for sure. Gosh, one more land and this has haste too. And they have a nowhere to run. This would be a 4/4 though. Still, them bouncing this is so bad for us. I don't know, man. This is... Ooh, this is dicey. I like the... Do I like the heavy? God, do I like the heavy? Max speed is how much? Sack that, make that, tap. 1, 2, 3. Cauldron, maybe? So we do this. Max speed. Hasties. It's gonna make a 2/2. Then this taps for 3. Cauldron. 2/2. Attack. Don't block. It could go badly for you. I mean, how about that for some goblin play? This, ooh, that felt a little fancy. I feel like a fancy gobbo. Not sure what there is to think about. Once, if you know what the cauldron does, you don't block, right? Unless they have a way to get the fear out of the graveyard. A lot of overlords. Some defiled crypts lurking in these kind of decks these days. Little raise dead action. All right. They fall to 9. They keep the fear of isolation. Dude, this Krenko, though. We can give it haste with the raceway. It gets haste from the heavy. Dude, I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to crank all over them. It's a new Mono Red era. A Goblin era. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this deck is fancy. Hurry, Blade. You have wait, how do you have one timeout? You roped out last turn. How does this happen? What are these complimentary timeouts for slow players? What is this crap? Yep. Exile. Okay, we get a Gobbo. Gobbos are good. Can they disrupt me enough is the question to keep the Krenko nonsense from happening. Yeah? Clicks? We got clicks here? Hello? Any Magic players? Okay, well, so right now this taps for, we have 6 mana. Boom, boom. Give this haste. Boom. Again, I think going for Krenko is a mistake in the world of the big score and such. But we could do this, and then if the Krenko lands, oh man, if the Krenko lands, we're in such a good spot. Like if we do this, what's gonna happen? As long as they don't respond by killing the heavy, right? Then we're okay. And now if they respond by killing the heavy, we still have haste. That's pretty cool. Yeah, see, they're holding... See, look at them. Look at them squirming with this. Yep, they did that. Haste. Gobbos! Now they have to overcome that. They don't want to overcome that. They got blown out and they know it. Dude, so cool. On the play. Gobbos. Get 'em. No engines being started. That could be an issue. You don't get to do the mana cheating of last game yet. Lizards. I see. That makes this worse, doesn't it? They just burn that out of the way? I don't think so. But there's our engineer. They go Swifty. Jeez, you think they have a monstrous rage. They go Shocky. Awesome. Okay, no monstrous rage, just shocks. And the aggression is against me. Life goes on. Here's this. And this. And let's make some Gobbos. What are we without an army, am I right? Hold up Burst Lightning for some shenanigans. Another one. Pretty good. Frenzy. Kill the claw. It's nice how they have 2 toughness on everything, isn't it? Jeez, oh Pete's. They're giving me a hard time. Engineer. Other creatures get haste, put a counter on this. Sure. Now I've got something to fight these little Swifties with. And if we get a dragon, I'll be feeling a lot better. They go for a challenger. I guess they could always, well, you could just see what they do, right? You're not going to throw this away. They have to make the first move here. And there it is. They probably feel 5-head, but nope, that ain't happening. If they had just let nothing happen, that would have been better for them in a few ways, because they'd still have their rage. As it is now, they've did no damage and have nothing. Oh. Do I want my 4/4? Or do I want my Krenko? With one card left, let's do the 4/4. Poke. Make them navigate the 4/4. If their last card's a frenzy, make them get through this. How about now? You still gonna attack? Yeah, you are. Of course you are. Rage. This covers rage. I'll just throw both just in case. Might as well absorb that trample. All right, they're out of cards. They killed the dragon. Now they have to beat the Krenko. They can't. Jeez, letting a Krenko activate is tilting, isn't it? Oh, on the play with engines pre-started. Let's go. Vroom, vroom. Oh, wow. Heartfire Hero. That card's really good, dude. Holy cow. What am I going to do about that? What could I possibly do about that? Finally, the real victim of the Fanatical Firebrand has been spotted. We're on number 2. A Swifty. With ethereal armor. All right. All right. I mean, our opponent only knows one way to rock, and it's aggro. Here's a heavy. Now, what I'm worried about, of course, Sheltered by Ghosts. Can't really beat one of those at this moment, can I? But I can block, sack, deal a damage. If they do play a Sheltered by Ghosts, I can prevent the life gain. The thing is, we're not really far enough for that to matter, but I can also keep this to kill an optimistic scavenger, which I think is worth it before it gets any value. Because we still have to set up for a world to win a game where they don't have Shelter by Ghosts. Well, crap. I hate my life. I mean, we can prevent the life gain. That's pretty big. This is not the easy way to do it. Other creatures gaining haste is kind of a tilt. All right, we got double strike. And we've got another chump and ping. It's asking for a lot to pull this off. Jesus. Jesus. But they're afraid to attack. We take those. We take those. Because I don't know if they know about the menace. You're gonna need another creature out there, my friend. Oh, come on, Cranks. Krenko can still overcome this, right? Right? They found the line. It's attack and give it trample, I'm guessing. It doesn't have double strike, though. Maybe we take it. Give them 6. Try to overcome. Yeah, because I think they have monstrous rage. Six might not be enough. 7, 8, 9, 10, on the other hand, pretty good. Okay, they have Helix. Man, now I do wish I'd blocked. We could ping this to prevent that life gain, but what's the point? At this point, they're gonna have so much. Still, 16. No! We had to do better than that. All right, I still think they've got it. But man, topping a land there, the 5th land of the game, ouch. All my mana sinks and none of them are here to play this game with me. I don't think it matters. Make them have it. I'm sure they do. Yeah. Good riddance. Oh, there were draws that got us there. The land was not it. Classic red mage crap. Big frown. On the play. Keep. Well. Well. Opportunistic little critter, huh? Let's see what happens. Dude, so much of this deck still just out and about. I mean, it wins. What more could you ask for? Okay, the dorks are here. I mean, it feels like they have a monstrous rage, right? And that they can double block. But the engines keep going. This has to attack, so they have to do the thing. The question is, do we throw other things? If they rage here, counter here, they can block and kill one of these. You know what? I'll just throw the little guy. Make him use one of these spells that doesn't kill one of our better creatures, I think. I think that's pretty good. Thank you for the engines, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay. It didn't, like, that's even, my play was better than I thought it was. It didn't occur to me that they had to start the engines because they had to take a damage from their pain land. That is cool. And now if they do that again, the heavy makes mana. I'm sure they feel like a god. Oh no, not the bing to the face. I name Goblin. Okay, I can start the engines if I attack with this first. And then this taps for mana? For each goblin I control. Which lets me play Krenko, tap Krenko, make mana, use 3 Tree City. Okay. This is kind of crazy. Other creatures you control gain haste. Well, all right. The goblins have haste. What you got? I got nothing. This is so much mana. What is happening here? Okay. That's pretty cool. The problem might be that they in-game flying. There's no problem. We have no problem of any kind. Never mind. On the draw. Bang, bang. Nothing like a good hopeless nightmare. We'll draw the land, right? Surely. Or we'll discard a Krenko and draw a Soul Cauldron? Surely. Unfortunately, we can't keep the engines going because a 2-3 is pretty dang good. And going second is hard. Oh, tank, nowhere to run. Uh-huh. Could activate the Firebrand in response. I don't think that's worth it. Look at that hit. Look at us go. Nice. I'm exhausted. And I have a 3-3. That makes a 4-4. Come on, deck. Soul Cauldron. The cowardice. Okay. Doesn't have haste. I mean, we just want to make sure we get an attack, right? Raid trigger coming in. You fool. You let me have a combat. Okay. Unfortunately, still the engines are not starting, but raid is happening. And they're curving. And they have a Hulk. Okay. It's a little lifelink. They have to take the Krenko, probably. But we could draw a Cauldron. Could definitely draw a Cauldron. Might draw a Cauldron. Okay. They feel like they have Krenko covered. I see. And now they feel like they can attack. Okay. Wow. It's a play you can make. Go speed. They gotta be careful about the board. Like, these boards get wide. Like, really wide. And then we're an Anthem creature away from making you miserable. Wow. They want to take the fight to me? I got a pretty simple answer to that. They must have another Gear Hulk though, right? Is that their play? This is just kind of silly. But yeah, we go to 12. So that's it. They're trying to clock me. They have another Nightmare. Okay. I don't have a way to give it haste right now is the thing, so I guess it's Krenko. I just want to draw the cauldron. If I draw the cauldron, it's fine. So here's the thing. I think they have this town ain't big enough. And I think we can draw it out, so I don't think we show them the cauldron until after the attack. But we need to leave some creatures back that we want to put the counter on. I guess this can trade with the Gear Hulk in theory. Let's go with these punks. Okay. Interesting. I want a +1/+1 counter. They let me have it. Okay. I'm gonna play my Soul Cauldron. If this resolves, I can protect the engineer from a nowhere to run, and I can give out Krenko's ability at instant speed. And that's where we're at. So now it's a staring match. Yeah, go ahead. Put nowhere to run on the stack. See what happens to you. All I have to do is get Krenko under this in response. Oh no. Where do you target? Let's wait for it. All right. All right. So, I get a lot more goblins if I let this die. You might be thinking, save it. All I have to do is this. Wait. Oh, that's the new one. That's why. Ah, I thought this had haste because I had used the exhaust ability, but this arrived after. That's okay. The gobos are here. What are you going to do about it? I thought I was going to get double those gobos, but here we are. Okay, sure. You got me. Oh no, my hand. My hand is gone. A good use for it though. Oh, that would be so sick. Oh man. Okay. Eight life, and they have Hopeless Nightmare, so they can find ways out of this. I need to actually get a counter on another thing and save these because they might have to kill a Fear of Isolation, right? And if you have to attack and you're a hit, yeah, that life isn't gonna matter. Let's get this down before they can draw a response to it. On an unsummoning sick creature this time. They can all tap for Krenko. Game. But if the opponent had some kind of a looping of like they draw this town ain't big enough, they bounce both these, they play both these, we go to 4, they attack with Fear of Isolation, we go to 2, right? If they had, I don't know, if they had somehow drawn a way to get a little more damage in, we have sack the 3 Firebrand abilities to kill the Fear of Isolation to make sure we don't die. And we are back. Post-game wraps brought to you by Dragon Shield. Use the promo code CGB5 at Dragon Shield's website using the link in my description, and it does give me a portion of the purchase to support the channel while also getting you the best sleeves from the one in Best of One. That's promo code CGB5 at the Dragon Shield link in my descriptions. Thank you. I get a little email every time somebody buys using that link, and when I wake up and I see like I have 20 emails, I get really stressed and anxious, and when I see 19 of them are Dragon Shield referrals, I'm like, thank you. Oh my gosh, that it scares me for a moment and then makes my day. Kind of like when I play a Goblins deck and then actually have fun. This deck is stupidly fun, and I will share some numbers with you now from the untapped.gg. So when I started working on a Goblin deck, I actually went overall 6-8, 6 wins, 8 losses, only 20% win rate on the draw. But this Goblin deck, I adjusted the deck, and this is why like you do the learning side of things. And I used to do this on stream back when I streamed more. You learn what works, right? So from the very first version, I took out cards like Monstrous Rage were in the deck, Witch Stalker Frenzy was in the deck, Soulstone Sanctuary was in the deck. All of those got cut to make way for kind of the speed package. Squee, the Dubious Monarch, got cut to make way for the Draconautics Engineer. And then some of the final edits involved adding the Grease Wrench Goblin into the deck, which at first I was like, I don't know if that's good enough in current meta. And then when I made those changes, I went 4-1 with this last version of the deck, had some really sweet games, and I was like, okay, found the video, found the build. So this is a highly recommended deck. I'm 4-1, like I said right now, in Diamond, so that's not for nothing. Did I just get lucky? Maybe not. I encourage you to go out there and play it yourself. But a version like this did make the top 8 of a Magic Online Best of 3 tournament, so I think it has some legs. And if you have Krenkos, if you are a Krenko crafter, this is probably where you should go to start your Goblin journey on ladder, because any good red aggressive strategy can probably get you to Mythic just by base of being a monocolor strategy that is aggressive. Like, those are so favored in Best of One, it's not fair. So if you like this version of it, I am sure this can get you to Mythic. It's my reluctant, because of the simplistic nature of mono red decks, that I stamp this as a yes, this can get you to Mythic. CGB Mythic stamp of approval. I'm sure the editor thought about doing something there. Wow, but we'll see. And that is, I guess, the high praise I can give Goblins, is that there is a higher skill ceiling, because if you watch this video, you know that there was a turn that I almost tanked and roped out completely trying to get double Krenko triggers going off, and that's a different level of complexity that good old mono red prowess will never understand. Those stupid little pea-brain mice could not fathom the depth of the Goblins. I hope that you guys enjoy the racing Goblins, and I hope that you get to Mythic. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.